So my boy hit me up, Q, said that he had Gordo on the way. For those of y'all who don't know who Gordo is, Carnage. Also the guy who produced most of the tracks on
Honestly Nevermind.
Honestly Nevermind.
How are you, bro? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
What's going on, my man?
You just got on a flight?
Larry, nice to meet you, my man.
Where are we coming from?
Spain.
Spain?
Yeah.
Oh man, you had a long flight.
12 hours.
When you're looking for a shoe, is there a certain comfortability you like? A certain brand? Does it really matter?
I like Yeezys.
You like, damn, we were contemplating that shit. I go, I wonder if he's a Yeezy man or not.
He's a traveling man. He probably likes the comfort.
Okay, well then that's gonna be, I didn't even put some of those on there.
I got Wave Runners?
We can check for you. These were the foam runners I was telling you about. You into like the style of shoe?
You know, the funniest thing, I don't know about y'all, but I wore these. This part would fuck the top of my foot up.
Wow. Like it wouldn't let you bend when you walk in?
And then like I'd catch like a nerve would strike.
Yep.
I don't know, like I don't know, I'm the only one that does that.
I don't wear these.
It's a little too zany, but.
We have an 11.5 in the Wave Runner, but you can try that on.
What about any of these?
We don't know.
Analogs. What about the slide?
For sure 12 on waves. No, I'm not a slide guy. I literally bring either one pair of shoes or two pairs of shoes with me on the road because then I only bring a carry-on because I'm traveling so much. If you checking it back, that's like the worst mistake you can make traveling.
But if you're on the road continuously though, are you just gonna be buying clothes while you're out there?
Yeah, that's what I usually do. So this last weekend, I was in Stockholm, Norway, Romania, Spain, South Padre, Texas tomorrow, and then Amsterdam on Wednesday. So I'm like,
yep.
If you had to compare energy though across the world to where you're in the United States, is the energy like on a whole nother level?
yeah, South America is #1, but America is just like, everyone's too spoiled. Your diehard fans will get lit and they'll ride with you and shit, but like the majority of people in America are like very spoiled. They have it all, you know, like they have artists come everywhere.
Like that's how it was when we went to the Philippines. Like United States sneakerheads don't go to the Philippines, so when we show up, it's like a unicorn.
Oh no, like they appreciate American culture so much. That's the thing. We're the leaders of culture.
Exactly.
A lot of the times too, like we only go to these countries one time. Like, have you been in the Philippines since?
Hell no. I was one time everyone overseas.
So like they're grateful when you go over there and you've been there for the first time in a long time, you know, so they're really happy and shit.
I fell in love.
Where were you at, Manila?
We're in Manila, and then they put us up in Boracay Islands.
Boracay.
And what's crazy is I got to listen to the Drake album, and you know, it's a different melody and vibes to it or whatever. Yeah. And so when we got to the islands, that host stayed on for like the entire trip, and I understood the type of music and vibe you were trying to create with Drake on that album because I was in the scenery and I was in the element, and so when I had it on there, I look over at Ian, he's just passed out. I'm like, Ian, he's like, I know, man, I know. He's like, we're vibing, bro.
I think, you know, the biggest issue with a lot of people who didn't understand that album was that dance music is culturally the biggest genre in the world, right? And then to add on top of that, black people created it, and people forget that.
Exactly.
And it's very embarrassing that like, meet any random hood nigga, you come up to him like, yo, you ready? They're like, oh, this unts music, not knowing that we created that music. And then it's so funny because black people, a lot of the times, like whenever they see a white girl wearing braids or something, they're just like, oh, why are they doing this black country? But then they look at house, they're like, that's white people music. They don't want to claim it, yet it's claimable. It's our music, you know, and it's like minority driven music, you know, like in the 80s and shit in Chicago, and they started in Chicago and Detroit. So like people forget that, and it's just so whack because it's like they give it away even though it's $1 billion company. You can't meet
anywhere in the world.
You can't meet any other DJ that makes more money than an EDM, electronic, or dance DJ, or house DJ, or techno DJ.
Correct.
Which is crazy because if you ask any black person about DJ, they're gonna bring up some random hip hop DJ. But then it's turning around. Look at it now. Everyone's making dance music. Jersey Club, that's dance music. That's dance music. EDM stands for electronic dance music. And like people forget that. Like it's really like.
And dancing took over everywhere, from social media, TikTok. I mean, everywhere you look, people are doing dancing to music and everything.
Also, at the same time, the only issue on why it wasn't that easily consumable to the masses, and especially the urban world and anyone who doesn't listen to that type of music, is that the route that we went about this album was very tastemaker, indie, melodic, techno,
massive is a
like it's a
put on
different
massive
period.
And not vibe. You can't put on sticky and not vibe.
Yeah, it's all vibes, and it wasn't like your commercial dance music. That's why it's very like easily listenable, because it's not like we didn't go like your route where you would go with like if you would have worked with Tiesto or something.
We were like,
well, that leads me to my next thing.
Yeah.
Pink Tape just dropped.
Yeah.
Uzi is huge now. I was introduced to Uzi from you.
Yeah.
Before Money Longer came out, that was 2016.
Right.
He was already on What Do You Want 2015 on your first album. When that album came out and I saw that and I heard that voice, he kind of had that Cardi voice, you know what I'm saying?
Cardi Thug kind of voice to it.
And so I'm like, who the fuck is this? What is this? And now, of course, 8 years later, it's Uzi.
People forget Rich was on that record too.
Yep, exactly.
So it's like,
I love Rich.
That was like, I don't claim it. I'm not that type of nigga to be like, yo, I'm the, because that's
of
just
course.
I put Uzi on.
Yeah,
but
I'm not like
you should. You should claim that.
I knew Uzi for the longest time ever. Funny enough, you know who put me on to Uzi? Kenny Beats.
Yeah, I love Kenny Beats. Michael loves Kenny Beats too.
Kenny Beats showed me him. He was like, yo, this guy in Philly's insane. Me and Virgil was talking about him or something like that. I forgot what it was. And then he like sent it to me. And then we chopped it up and then basically just became really, really close friends. And he had What Do You Want on his SoundCloud at like 200, 500 plays. I was like, yo, what is this?
500 plays.
I was like, this is crazy. He was like, yeah, some shit. It was
before Rich the Kid was put onto it?
It was a 5-minute freestyle of What Do You Want. He's just like singing on it. And I was like, yo, send me that song, I'm gonna chop it up and I'm build it into a song. And then he sent it to me. Good work, Charlie made the beat, sent me the stems. I chopped it up, added some synths on the chorus and structured it differently. And then I held on the song for months and months because I was like, yo, I need to get a couple artists on there.
For sure.
Got Ferg on there and then got Rich on there. And then the song popped off.
So at that point, what was it that fizzled all of that up that allowed you to start to be able to reach out and get people like Rich, Ferg?
I was obviously cool with a lot of those guys and all those guys and the QC guys, and they were all so attracted to the fact that I was playing these massive festivals and playing in front of like so many people. So they were just like, what is that? And EDM was at the biggest then in 2013, 14, the biggest thing in the world, right? That was like bigger than anything. I brought out the Migos, OG Maco at Tomorrow World in Atlanta. Brought him in front of like 40,000 people and they've never seen something like that. And plus I was the only black guy doing it really. So I think that was them being, attracted to like, damn, like I can go and get this money here and get this type of bread over here, exposure here, You gotta think about it also too, it wasn't like I was working with like the biggest guys in the game. That time Migos weren't that big.
Yeah, they were just up and
Lil Uzi was nobody. Lil Yachty wasn't that big.
That's true.
Rich the Kid wasn't that big. McConan wasn't that big.
We were
famous Dex, Ugly God. These guys weren't that big. I was just so tuned in to the SoundCloud kids. XXX wasn't that big at that time when I first started talking to him. Ski Master Slump God. This is the whole SoundCloud era. And Lil Pump. And Lil Pump was big. What was big when we did that? But it was right at the cusp. But I was so close with X. And I was so close with all these Florida kids because I was so big in Miami. I would go to Miami, so all of their funniest story. Like I never said this, but X would call me before he was locked up. Before he popped off, before he was out, he would call me every day on the phone because I DM'd him or I forgot how it started. But I was like, yo, we gotta link up, blah blah. When you get out, he was like, yo, he's like, my girlfriend's your biggest fan, and she would call me on three-way with him, and then we would talk, and then that's how we started talking because this girl was like one of my biggest fans. And then me and him were talking, we would talk every day. He would call me every day, what's up, big bro, you good, blah, blah. We would talk every day. And I would wait for his call, him call me, and then he got out. And then while he was locked up, I remember I brought out Ski Mask and, who was the DJ?
Scheme?
No, before Scheme.
Oh, Don Krez.
Don Krez, wow. And I brought them out at Life in Color at my festival in Miami, and I brought him out, and that clip went viral of "Look at Me," and that's when that song popped off on the internet. And y'all could go to that. Is when I
because he was locked up when the song took off.
Exactly, and I brought him out.
I remember listening to it.
Gordo getting people popped off. Right? Look, Gordo's popping some shit off over here, man.
So that was crazy, and then that song started going crazy after, not directly because of my video, but definitely helped it a lot. But
of course,
right after that, and the song blew up, and then he got out, and then he popped off, and he was out of here. Me and him never worked until his last album. I did the song with him and Sauce Walker.
I like that song.
Voss.
Yeah,
Voss.
That was tight. Whenever Sauce posted that, I was like, no way. because I love Sauce Walka, man.
Yeah,
It's a Texas thing, but his energy, he's just everything about him. Like he comes in the store, he's running in circles in here.
You know what I'm saying? Like the character, like he's just really that character.
Yeah, he is,
it's not when the camera turns on, like he's literally like that.
Him, shout out Rizzo, all those guys. Man.
Peso.
Coming here, they, you know, it gets a little hectic when those guys come in, but we love the energy.
They're polite, they spin bread, and they show love. So
they're mad good. They're mad cool.
All of the collaborations that you've done, is there somebody that you've gone to their house or whatever and they just have like this disgusting sneaker collection?
Sure, Yachty, y'all ever been to Yachty's?
No, I've never been to Yachty's.
What about your sneaker collection?
I used to buy so much Jordan, so many shoes and shit, but like it's like a waste of money for me because I can't ever, look, I'm bumming it right now, but I can't ever wear nice stuff because if I wear nice stuff, I'm gonna sweat. I sweat insanely during my set. I'm gonna sweat it all, so I'm buying stuff to sweat in.
Yeah.
All I need is a fucking hoodie, some pants if it's cold, and some regular shoes. I can't wear nice shoes when I'm DJing because I'm jumping around my crease.
Thrashing them. Yeah.
Thrashing them. People at the club, people
sense.
bitches stepping on my fucking feet, dropping drinks, drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't really be doing that.
Do you have like a favorite city that you, like when you get booked in a certain, you're like, hell yeah, I can't wait to go here.
Anywhere outside of America.
You know what I'm saying?
To be honest.
All right.
Does your playlist differ whenever you're overseas than you are in the United States?
Yeah, completely.
Got to be completely different, right?
Yeah.
Because you make all types of music, so I would imagine your whole different playlist from here than over there. You know who Peso Pluma is?
Yeah, of course.
Man, we've been jamming the shit out of him. I don't know what he's saying, but I love that song.
Every country has their rapper, no. That's the thing. That's the thing that's different. Like, as big as America was, and as big as America is, all the biggest rappers in America nowadays go to another country and there's a rapper as big as them.
Yep.
You can go to Argentina, and I know you've never heard of this guy named Dookie.
No,
which
never heard of
Dookie over
Dookie.
there just sold 4 stadiums, 40,000 people each night.
Who was the guy that came to Dallas and sold out 2 nights in a row? Maybe it was Burner Boy.
Maybe it was Burner Boy.
Yeah, did American Airlines 2 days in a row.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know one song.
He's
in Dallas, selling out the arena. I'm just like,
but Afrobeats is just, we never heard Afrobeats over here, ever.
Yeah.
And now you could turn on any radio station, at least in Texas and Dallas, and you go.
I mean, how old are you?
37.
Oh yeah, so y'all know, I mean, 10, 15 years ago, there was one station that would listen to Spanish music.
Yep.
Now you can go to a couple of different stations and you hear reggaeton everywhere. Spanish music and dance music, the biggest genres in the world. Hip hop, the bubble bursted already. EDM started declining, rap music started going up, rap music started going down, now reggaeton's going up. And everything, as soon as you get to a big level, what's the downside to it? It gets oversaturated.
Yep.
And oversaturated comes up.
That's with sneakers, that's with clothes, that's with music, that's just how it is.
So everything gets oversaturated, and then everything gets watered down. Everyone's doing the same shit, and then that's when bad stuff starts coming out, and then that's when everyone gets tired of it. And now, what's the biggest shit in America right now? Either corridos, Peso Pluma,
I was just about to say corridos. I didn't want to know if I was right or wrong, so I'm glad you said that. But it's funny because we just been jamming the
Esteban Armado. If you watch those guys, Pedro always has a private selection hat.
And the funny thing is, all the corridos, all the young kids are like little trapper homies. Like,
so that's what my girl was telling me, that a lot of them are even from like LA and California area.
They like regular,
and they're rapping about trapping and bitches.
But yeah, you go to Esteban Armado,
he's
you
got a hat on.
private
He wears
selection.
it all over the place.
Every little video on here, he's always repping for the squad.
Yeah,
radio interviews, it don't matter.
I just fuck with the live music in his music. Like it's just something different that I don't know what the fuck he's saying. Yeah. But we have that whole on repeat. We go live on whatnot.
Last week, and we were just jamming that shit nonstop in Chicago for no reason.
They mad.
He actually is on tour here too. Peso is, and it's already sold out.
In the early 2010s, when this transition was happening, I know where I believe a lot of that transition and who I could credit a lot of that crossover when hip hop and EDM, you know, you had not like the LMFAO period, but like I want to say it was when Aoki reached across to Cudi. And I feel like that was a big part of what kind of helped pop off that transition between EDM and hip hop. But was there like an inspiration for you there? Because you've always been in that lane. So is that just based on where you were from, where you lived, or how did that happen?
It was obviously that time David Guetta and Swedish House Mafia.
Yeah.
With Pharrell.
Yeah.
LMFAO was a big part too, though. That's when dance music got into the whole pop scene out here, and that's when you had the Keshas and the fucking Katy Perry's and Teo Cruz. That era was crazy.
I got some XLs. You want to check them out?
Yeah, sure, man. Thank you.
So I got the Kirko Supreme. And this is just a photo tee that they did. And I also got just 2 Gallery tees right here. Are you a fan of the Gallery department?
That one's cool.
Supreme tees, you like the Kurt Cobain?
I'm just like the thing is, I'm not a colorful guy.
Okay, so more like tonal colors?
He did like it super simple.
What is that?
The Supreme hoodie.
I like that.
And then, I know you like to be cozy, but long sleeve, art that kills, it's a Gallery department.
Oh, fire.
And it's the same color as this one as well. Just a little basket on the back.
Yeah, sick.
This one too.
Amazing.
Do you want to see what any Dunks or Jordan 1s we have in your size in? So we got like the Fruity Pebbles. This is a Code JP release. The Reimagined 3s, I would go with those personally.
You know the thing is, I'm a 6, 7, 11 guy. I haven't got Dunks in a long time. I'd be down for that. Or like
The
one
Dunks
or
are comfortable.
something.
You said you don't like colors though, so let me see what we got right here that's like non-color. The Code JP's like shades of brown.
These are actually kind of fire, actually. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm gonna hold on to them then.
Man, you remember I used to order the Burberry Air Force Ones?
What?
So Burberry. You get A design, Burberry, Louis Vuitton, Gucci. I don't even know how much they used to cost.
I know this one's probably too crazy, but this is the Tayana Taylor's.
Oh wow!
But it's an 11 and a half, but it fits you for sure.
I produced on the Good album, Good Music album. I did that shit with Kanye. I don't really claim that shit, but
Why, bro?
It's funny you just said her shoe.
Speaking of not claiming, do you have a song with Drake called No Ties?
Ties that bind?
Speaking of ties that bind, I was gonna ask you, is that a ukulele? What is
That's a guitar. My homie Gibb from Amsterdam.
Yeah.
He's like this like vegan hippie dude. He's the raw,
Called in the vegan hippies?
rawest at the guitar. That was all one take.
Bro, like when that part hits, the whole song just changes, bro.
Yeah.
Like I love that part. I'm dead ass, bro.
That song slept on the album, but that song is a fucking. That song's special.
Of every track that you
This is actually kind of fire. I think I'm gonna go with these.
Bro, they're dope. I'm telling you, bro. You can wear them with your black. You can wear them with fucking anything, really.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
So you gave us a little sneak peek of what your schedule looks like for the next week. How do you find a way to balance like moving around DJing and having a personal life? Or you just are a workaholic and you just work?
I don't have a personal life.
There you go. All right.
Yeah. I mean, this is my life. This is. I mean, it's as personal as it gets, really. Yeah. I feel like if you're doing something, if you're not going 100% on it, then why are you really doing it? And if you're doing it as just a hobby, then just do it as a hobby. Then that's cool. I respect that. If you're trying to go hard with it, I mean, you gotta go 100%. You gotta live, breathe, eat, and shit it.
Yeah. Do you have any advice for like the kids out there that's an up and coming DJ that wants to be like Gordo one day?
Times are changing. Yeah. It's just the same shit as like if you talk to a rapper from nowadays and an old head comes through like, yo, you gotta spit 16 bars and spit on this like boom bap beat to prove that you're a rapper. Like, nah, get that old shit out of here. Whatever kind of scene, area you're trying to get into DJing, because there's so much different types of DJing. There's, you know,
just perfect your craft.
Perfect your craft, master it, and really respect the culture of it. So as long as you respect it and put your spin on it and do what you gotta do, you know, and never listen to somebody else's opinion on what you're doing with your life.
Because that's the worst with social media, man. People like get on there and then they listen to what everybody else says, or they idolize what everybody else's success and lose track of the focus and not understand that it's not. This is all mirage.
It's all just.
This is a facade, man.
Just get your fans going, and that's all you really need to do. Get your clientele up. Just like y'all got your stores, y'all get your clientele up, and that's all really that matters.
We've been doing it for, I don't know, I've been doing this for 12 years. He's been doing it for like at least 10 now. We found each other through fucking World Star.
No way.
I dropped a video on World Star with Corey Shapiro, you know, Vintage Frames.
Yeah.
I flew to Austin, I'm watching World Star, I see this boutique, I go pull up in there, and I just started a clothing brand. Meet this guy, a couple months later they post on Instagram that they're looking to hire somebody. I said delete that post.
Stole some Vintage Frames.
Left everything, fucking moved to Austin. We've been rocking for over a decade, just 2 kids making $10 an hour.
I've been selling shoes for 13 years now.
Wow.
Doing this shit for a long time, so
that's crazy.
And doing the retail.
And so from like South by Southwest, you know, all these artists and everybody would come through, and we were the guys that everybody would come to. So it's allowed us to just kind of build with this, even, you know, higher end clientele. All these major artists and everybody.
Congrats, guys.
You got some crazy memories at South by?
Oh,
I know you do. Bro, I'm from Austin, so I've been going there forever.
When South by was lit back in the day.
You went to Ilmore and shit like that back in the day? So Sasha's like I've known Sasha forever and Claire.
Yep. Sasha's one of my, he did all my festivals in Texas. First time I ever went on a countrywide van tour was me, G-Eazy, and Tory Lanez. Yep. I opened up, and then Tory would go up for I forgot who it was, but then it was a G-Eazy tour. We were going on a van, like a regular.
Yeah, like a Sprinter.
With rows. No, not a Sprinter.
Like the ones that have like the 8 rows all the way.
Like the church van.
Yeah, church van or whatever.
We all had a row. And, yeah, we had a row, and fuck, sucks that Tory's locked up, but like the craziest story of me, Tory, and G went into this fucking bar in Vermont, right near the border of Canada, and we got almost got murdered by this bunch of racist KKK guys at a bar. It was insane, I
believe that.
So crazy thing
wild
about
shit.
Tory is Sasha came to the store that I was running, and he was like, look, I just signed this artist. He's from Canada. I'm gonna bring him to the States to do his first tour. We're gonna do it in Texas.
Yeah.
And so you know how he used to do like Mac Miller and all these different people. He'd bring them down to do the Texas tour. So I'm like, all right, bet. He's like, look, here's 5 tickets. It's at Mohawk. I need people in the building. Can you just go? So we go, and he comes out, and there's probably like 25 people. He's got this silky long sleeve like Chanel scarf button-up jacket, and he's like this tall, and he's just jumping around and screaming "Swavy baby" or something. Like, you know how you used to always say Swavy?
Yeah.
That was like his thing back in the day. So he's jumping around singing Swavy. The energy was crazy. There was only like 20 people there. Next thing you know, Sasha moved him down to Austin, and then he would stay at Sasha's, and we would just go over there and play 2K whenever I was whenever I'd stop in and shit.
Sasha has so many and Austin, the Ilmore house was
legendary. Were you there when Kendrick Lamar almost crashed the roof?
Yeah, I was there. I showed up late. I was fried.
The whole
But
roof
I was there with one of my best friends is Pink Dolphin.
Of course.
Cena. So
Yeah,
Cena's one of my
Cena and his brother?
Yeah, Cena's one of my best friends. So
nice.
I used to go to South by Southwest, and we used to go down there with Young L and everyone, Lil B,
wow,
and everybody over there. The whole Pink Dolphin era, they ran.
We were doing collabs at our shop.
I drew the collab for our store with Pink Dolphin. We dropped it at our boutique.
No way.
Our store was on 6th Street.
I think I went there with Gamma.
Yeah.
Yo, Gamma's my dog. He still comes here every day.
ATX?
Gamma's my dog. First of all, that's family right there, man.
All of those guys. Gamma, Angel.
Anytime Gamma is
Angel.
Krill. Angel straightened up though, man. He's got his shit together now.
He just moved to LA.
Yeah, he came from.
When the camera off, we talk.
No, trust me. We already know.
Yeah, those are my boys.
Shout out Grant, man. Shout out Grant.
Shout out Angel too, bro.
Yeah, man. That's
fine.
Pink Dolphin, man. Pink Dolphin used to rule the fucking shit.
I mean, bro, they were
dope.
fucking
Pink Dolphin, it was just an era, bro.
Everyone was wearing Pink Dolphin.
Period.
If they want to bring Pink Dolphin back in 5 years, it should go up crazy. Because Cena's a genius with that stuff. So it's like.
Did you wear? I'm sure you're rocking this because that was your boys.
I was wearing that shit every day.
Yeah, I know Young L always how he was literally the mascot. I feel anytime I saw that fool head to toe.
He was the first person to collab with him. Remember the ASOC shirt?
Yeah.
Carnage shirt?
That was a legendary shirt.
All I did, I designed just the Texas, and then I had the dolphin way where the dolphins coming out of the Texas.
You did the Texas South by shirts?
Yeah, that was me. I designed it, and then we dropped it at the shop. We did only 250 pieces, but that shit sold out.
You know the funniest thing is, one of my last shows I did in Austin, South by Southwest. Fuck, that flyer was nuts with all the rappers on there.
Insane.
Look at that lineup.
Migos, G-Eazy, Ty Dolla, OG Maco, Rich. Oh, you got everybody in here. Cool John, Young Cleesh. Lil Uzi, it's crazy. He's way down at the bottom right now.
Look at the last one. Look who's the last one.
Denzel Curry, Post Malone.
Yeah.
Fucking shit, bro.
Outdoors.
Bro. But see, at the same time, it's this is a place where you go to get the exposure to get put on. And people don't understand that. Anyone nowadays, it's it's gone. It's
Denzel Curry.
Denzel Curry, bro. Cold.
That's really insane. That's insane. Those are the days, dude.
Alright, cool. So we got the Color JP Dunks.
Fire.
Can't go wrong with these at all. Tons of different shades to choose from, so any total color, we'll rock with that. Galleria Department long sleeve, art that kills, little hit on the back, along with the pocket tee gallery.
Fire.
Supreme hoodie, Cozy Boys.
Fire.
You know, he's wearing a hoodie right now, but we in Texas, but it's okay. You know, he was cozy on the plane, so, you know, I know when you touch down and you walk through that tunnel, that sweating like a motherfucker.
I walked out of it today and I was like, yo, this is so hot here.
Went ahead and threw some of our shorts on here. If you guys don't know, you can get these shorts at privateselection.com for a limited time. I got Gordo on the wave right now, you feel me? Yeah. I got Gordo on the wave this time.
Appreciate that.
We appreciate you, man.
Thank you guys.
All right, man. We appreciate y'all. Gordo came through, put us on the wave. We appreciate you swinging, man. Got you laced up. Late night shopping spree. Can you tell them where to find you on IG?
Private Selection. That's the only thing I need to tell.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Meet me there.
All right. I like that.
Last What Not Sell went so well, we're gonna run it back. This time, there's a little twist. I believe that Ian is gonna be bringing some shoes, right, Ian?
I do, and I got some size 13s, I got 12s, I got some small sizes too, I might bring also.
Okay, and then I believe Larry wants to bring some shoes and some clothes. Larry?
Definitely bringing shoes. Got some golf shoes, regular shoes, and you know the closet's fire. I'm bringing some gear out.
And then, of course, I'll be bringing some clothes this time, as well as we will also be doing early bird auctions, as well as giveaways. Always gotta do the giveaways.
If you don't know what app we're talking about, it is the Whatnot app. Whatnot is a live selling platform that allows you to go live, sell your products, or you can just join in on the fun, hang out, party. We do giveaways, raffles, or you can bid on some of the products that we're selling. Make sure you use the link in the description. That's gonna allow you to join us on Whatnot and get a $10 credit that you can use on any of the live shows that you see. Make sure you follow us on there. We do a special giveaway at the end of every live show.
So mark your calendars, Thursday, July 20th at 6 p.m. We'll be going live on Whatnot. Don't forget, like Larry said, make sure you click the link for your free $10, and we'll see you guys then.
P.S. You know you've seen it here first. Any questions? You could buy it all at the Private Selection. P.S. You know you've seen it here first. Any questions? You could put it on at the Private Selection. P.S. You know you've seen it here first. Any questions? You could buy it all at the Private Selection. P.S. You know you've seen it here first. Any questions? Go sneaker shopping at the Private Selection.